Got it. Okay, I'm so sorry. I thought all of those were timers.
Nope, just these two are the timers.
Got it.
No.
My bad.
No, good.
That's good to know because when you aren't here, I definitely click all of them.
I always wondered, like, when I phone up, mine is like... So, when I'm not here, just so you know, this iPad is here in place of this screen.
Okay.
But it works the same, so your timers are here.
Okay.
Removing it at the end, you can run the trailer there.
Okay.
So this is just the same thing. Just...
Okay. Sometimes I've had troubles with the iPad. Do I just tap it or do I need to hold it?
So
Because
like, if you look in the top right corner, if I click 30-minute timer, it comes up.
Okay.
If I hit timer.
Okay.
But in theory, it should work.
I would say sometimes it has and sometimes I've had troubles with it popping up when I click it. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Sweet. Sweet.
Yeah, like stuff for
Nice. Well, that's kind of exciting. New stuff, maybe?
more like stuff work better.
Ah, okay. But a lot of behind the scenes work before it's exciting. Sure. Well, we appreciate you and all that you do behind the scenes. The virtual Y is fun. I feel like it's just so laid back. It's definitely a different relationship as far as like fitness that
Yes.
I don't know. I feel it's just different.
It's very different like in person.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, have good classes and I will see you
Next week. Next
here
week.
next week for-
Yes.
Is that oh yeah, next
Right? Next week is not Christmas week, the following week, right?
Yeah, what day is it Wednesday is your first? I
Wednesday.
think I'll be here Wednesday, but I won't be.
Okay, cool. Sweet. See ya. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Power Flow Yoga. My name is Kayla. It's an honor and joy to be able to guide your practice. Today, you're going to need a water, a mat, a yoga block or two, and a yoga strap. So let's get started today. Let's take a tabletop neutral spine alignment. Knees directly under your hips and wrists directly under your shoulders. Take a moment here just to find that alignment. Take a breath. And we'll just move through a few cat-cow cycles, inhaling, letting your belly drop to the floor, your head raise up to the ceiling, letting your gaze look up. Cow. And exhale, pressing through to cat, lifting the middle of your spine up to the ceiling and letting your gaze now come to your belly or between your legs to the back wall. Take 2 more cycles of cat-cow, moving at your pace, connecting each movement to your breath. And then come back to a neutral spine alignment. And then inhale, lifting your right hand high to the sky, roll out your right wrist. Exhale, take it through, threading your needle, bringing your right shoulder, your right cheek down to the mat, letting your hips stay lifted. Taking this nice deep stretch through your shoulder, breathing here. Inhale, pressing that right hand all the way back up to the ceiling. Roll it out, shake out your arm. And exhale, come back to that neutral tabletop alignment. We'll take it to the other side. Inhale, rolling out your left wrist this time. And exhale, thread your needle, bringing your left shoulder, your left cheek down to your mat. Breathing here. Plant your right hand and inhale, pressing up, rolling out your your left wrist, shaking out your arm. And then exhale, coming back to that neutral alignment. And take a little bit of organic movement here, what feels good in your body. And then press it back, take an extended child's pose here, grounding down through all 5 corners. 4 corners. My brain is tired today of your fingers pressing your hips 1 inch closer to your heels, extending your elbows. Inhale, come all the way forward, planting your toes and pressing your hips up. It's our first downward dog of the day. Take a little moment here for movements to get grounded into your feet and your hands. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. Breathe. At the end of your next exhale, empty everything out of your lungs. Take a slight bend in your knees and hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a ragdoll. Grab opposing elbows. Let your belly rest on your thighs. You can sway left to right. Shake your head, yes or no. And then come to a little bit of stillness right here. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up to a standing mountain posture. Taking a breath here, hands down by your side. Let your feet come to hip width distance apart. Inhale, lifting your hands up above your head. Interlace all 10 fingers. Let your pointer fingers stay pointed and long. Exhale, take a bend over to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. And exhale, take that bend to the left. And try to keep those hips in alignment. So when we're bending, hips aren't shifting over. We bend using our muscles, using our core. Inhale, coming back up through center, using our core again, taking a back bend here, hinging with each vertebrae, letting your gaze and your neck head fall heavy and pointing to the wall behind you. Inhale, come back to standing mountain posture, hands by your side. On your next inhale, we're gonna set up for a bit of a moon salutation variation here. Take your legs wide and point your big toes to the outer corners of the mat, letting your heels angle in towards each other, but keeping that wide distance. Inhale, bringing your hands to a prayer posture at heart center. Exhale, sitting down into that deep squat. Right now, we're almost to goddess pose. Inhale, opening up your arms into goddess, pulling your shoulder blades back and in towards each other. Exhale, come into a side lunge, lifting your left toes up and off the mat, feeling that stretch down your left leg. Inhale, coming back to center, goddess pose. Exhale, opening up to the other side, right toes lifted, feeling that stretch up your right leg and feeling strong and grounded in your left leg. Coming back to goddess pose. Exhale, straighten your legs, hinge at your hips, take a wide-legged forward fold, breathing here. Walk your hands over to the right side. You can grab your ankle, a block, or the mat. Just feeling that nice deep stretch all the way up both of your legs. Gently come through center and walk your hands all the way over to the left side, feeling that stretch in a slightly different capacity as we go to the other side. And then come back to center. Square your feet off, letting your toes now come point to the front of the room. Inhale, take a flat back, a flat spine. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up, hinging at your hips. Coming back to bringing your feet just hip width distance apart. Inhale, lifting your hands up above your head. Exhale, sitting into your chair. Bring your hands to heart center, knees directly above your ankles here. You can float your toes a little bit to feel grounded into your heels and all through the sole of your foot. Just popping your toes up here. Breathing. Exhale, take a twist, hooking your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Breathing here, pressing into your prayer posture to create a deeper twist here. Inhale, coming back through center to that chair posture, holding here. I know your thighs are burning. You've got it. Exhale, take that twist to the other side, hooking your right elbow now to the outside of your left thigh. Pressing into your hands, twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back through center. 2 more breaths. You've got this. Feeling that burn here. We're creating heat, warming up our body. Exhale, release, forward fold. Let your hands come down to the mat, to the backs of your calves. Take a breath. Inhale, rise, coming back to that standing posture. This is kind of our home base for today's flow. We're gonna get grounded into your left foot. Option to come just above the center of your mat. Not quite at the top, but just above center. Get grounded all 4 corners of your left foot. We're gonna start with a standing leg raise for this series. So if you use the tool, or if you'd like to use the tool of a yoga strap, go ahead and grab that and set up for your standing leg raise, letting your right leg come lifted, taking alignment 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knee, and 90 degrees at the ankle. Go ahead, kick your foot out and open up to the right, letting your gaze and your fingertips flow over to the left side of the room. Breathing here. Gently coming through center, setting your strap down and stepping your foot back into a crescent lunge here. Hands up above your head, sitting 1 inch deeper into that crescent lunge, feeling that burn all through your left thigh right now. Exhale 1 inch deeper. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, take a twist in this crescent lunge, hooking your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Breathing here. Exhale, plant your hands down. Bring your right knee down to the mat. Open up your left knee. Take a lizard lunge here. 2 more breaths. Feeling that nice deep hip opener. Last breath. Inhale, coming up to a runner's split. Letting your left toes flex back and towards your face. And then coming forward to a runner's lunge, bringing your hands onto your left knee. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, lift up back into that crescent lunge, hands above your head. Take 1 full breath here. Opening up into warrior 2, reaching your fingertips to opposing walls, gaze flowing over your left fingertips. Breathing here. Inhale, stepping it forward, back into your alignment just above center, not quite into the top of your mat. We're gonna take that flow to the other side. So getting grounded this time in all 4 corners of your right foot, using your yoga tools and setting up and flowing in to your leg raise. Taking whatever variation feels good in your body today. Going there, extending there, holding there, feeling strong in your right foot, your right leg, your right glutes. Exhale, dropping your strap and stepping back into that crescent lunge, getting your foot situated, your spacing and your alignment, and then bring your hands up above your head. Like you're holding a beach ball up there. Exhale, sit 1 inch deeper into your crescent lunge. Let's take 3 more breaths. Each exhale, 1 inch deeper. One more. Bring your hands to a heart center. Take a twist. Left elbow hooking outside your right thigh. Breathing here. And plant your hands, plant your left knee, open it up, lizard lunge. Take that deep hip opener over to the right side now. Breathing here, surrendering to this deep stretch. And then stepping it back, pressing it back, taking that runner's split, your right toes flexing back towards your face or your shin. Hands can come to rest on the mat. And your sit bones or your hips can come to rest all the way on your heel, or you can stay lifted, whatever feels good in your body today. Inhale, coming forward, staying on your knee for that runner's lunge. You can come up, bringing your hands to rest on your right thigh. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, rise up back into our crescent lunge. Hands above your head. And inhale, come back to our standing posture. Take a moment here, wiggle it out. And then inhale, bring your hands up above your head. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your first one of today's flow. Plant your hands, step it back, high plank into low plank, upward facing dog. And then meeting in downward facing dog, taking a full 2 rest breaths here. And inhale, come back into that neutral alignment tabletop posture. And then all the way to a hero's pose. We'll take a moment here just to get grounded into your sit bones, feeling a nice stretch on the tops of your thighs after they just did a lot of work. Inhale and grab opposing elbows behind your back, taking a heart opener here in a more moderate posture, taking a little bit of time to bring your heart rate back down. Feeling that nice chest opener. And exhale, releasing your hands and coming all the way to a seated posture. But we're gonna take a quick alignment or realignment here, letting your weight come into your left hip. You're gonna plant your left foot on top of your right thigh and let your right foot come to sit behind you. Option here to plant your left hand down to the mat. You can grab the outside of your left thigh and then just take a nice twist, letting your gaze flow over your left shoulder. And this should really be felt in the top of your right thigh, all the way through your right side body. Option, if you don't want to touch the mat, you can bring both hands to your left thigh and just look your gaze over your left shoulder. Whatever feels good in your body today, go there. Inhale, coming back to center and switching out our legs. We're gonna take that spinal twist to the other side, taking whatever expression feels good in your body today and going to your fullest expression, breathing. Inhale, coming back through center, propping both legs up. We're gonna do a little bit of core work here. While we're doing our core work, just to intensify things, take a block or your water bottle if you don't have a block, just something. We're gonna engage your lower body here by holding whatever object you have between your legs. So it's just gonna cause you to add a little bit of added resistance. Inhale, bring your hands up above your head like you're holding a beach ball with your hands. Exhale, we're gonna squeeze, contract, crunch our abs, lowering. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, squeeze and contract, bringing that beach ball over to the right. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, squeeze, contract, and bringing our beach ball over to the left. We've got 10 of these each side. You can move at your pace, your breath, but really engaging your full body here. If you want to have, instead of a imaginative prop, you could use another block or a small weight instead of an imaginary beach ball. But really engaging core, your upper body, your lower body. Each time that you're contracting those abs, exhaling. We've got 4 more each side. Last one. Make it your best expression. Exhale, release, set your block aside, and take a butterfly posture here. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, interlace all 10 fingers underneath of your feet, and let your elbows rest on your calves or your shins. You can take a little butterfly motion here, and then come to stillness, pressing into your calves, opening up those hips. And inhale, come back through a seated posture, and we're gonna set up for a seated single leg extension. Again, using a prop here, if that feels good in your practice or to your body today. Inhale, elongating your spine, pulling the crown of your head to the ceiling. And exhale, fold over your right leg. We're creating length and strength here. Breathing and feeling, surrendering to that deep stretch up the right thigh. Take one more breath here. And then we're actually going to revolve this posture, bringing your left hand up towards the ceiling. Let your gaze flow over your left fingertips, changing where we feel the stretch in this posture. Breathing here. Inhale, release, coming back through center. Setting your yoga strap down just for a moment, crossing your left foot over your right leg. And we'll take another twist here, resting your right arm on your left thigh and opening up to the left side, all the way from the base of your spine through the crown of your head. Inhale, unwind. We're gonna take that flow of movements to the other side, starting with our seated single leg extension on the left leg. Using props once again, if that feels good in your practice. Inhaling, elongating your spine, pulling your shoulder blades back and towards each other. And exhale, hinging forward and pulling on that yoga strap if you're using it, flexing your toes back towards your face, holding here. And inhale, plant your left elbow on the inside of your left leg. Opening up, reaching your right fingertips to the ceiling. Again, taking a shift in where we feel this stretch, holding here. And gently release, unwinding, dropping your yoga strap, lifting your right leg, crossing over your left, and taking that spinal twist to the right, breathing here. Inhale, gently come through center. And come back to that neutral alignment, tabletop posture. Take a breath. Inhale, we're gonna start with our right leg for this progression. Inhale, lifting your right leg, open and up to the right. Exhale, kicking your leg up and back like you're trying to stamp your foot on the ceiling. And then getting grounded into your left hand, opening up, reaching back, grabbing your right foot. And holding here just for a breath or a moment. And then coming back to your neutral alignment. If you're wobbly, that's okay. That means you're working through this posture and strengthening muscles that you aren't normally using in this way. Take a moment back in neutral alignment. And inhale, opening up your left knee to the side. Exhale, kicking that left leg up. And opening up. Reaching back for that left leg. Finding stability in your right side body, your right hand. And then coming back to neutral alignment. As you can see, this is a difficult posture for me that I'm working through, but practice is how we get through that. Exhale, pressing back into a child's pose, just a moment. Inhale, come back through that tabletop, plant your toes, pressing up, downward facing dog. Empty everything out. And travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, rising all the way up to a standing posture. We've got just about less than half of class left. We're gonna do a little bit of balancing postures here. Getting grounded into your left leg. We're gonna take an eagle posture. Inhale, bringing your right hands up above your, not your right hands, all of your hands up above your head. And exhale, wrapping your left arm under your right arm, making contact, either in a prayer posture or just grabbing fingers or using your yoga strap here. Bring your right leg up and over your left, hooking your right foot back and behind your left leg. Exhale, sitting 1 inch deeper into your eagle posture, breathing here. Exhale, release, and take eagle on the other side, shaking everything out, and then getting grounded into your right foot. Inhale, hands up above your head. Exhale, wrapping right hand under your left hand, making contact, or using a yoga strap, and lift your left leg up and over. Holding here for a moment, getting stable. And exhale, sit 1 inch deeper into your eagle. Stay here for 2 full breaths. And release, shake it out, taking whatever movement you need today. And we took a lot of twists today, opening up our spine, warming up to take dancer today. Option to use a strap and or a block if that feels good in your practice. But we'll start getting grounded into our left foot. Right hand up to the sky. And use that right hand to catch your right foot. Reaching your left fingertips to the wall in front of you. Kicking into your right hand, pulling into your right ankle, pivoting at your hips, breathing here, holding your dancer. And exhale, release, shaking it out. We're really working on lower body today. Our legs are working hard. Get grounded into your right foot this time. We're gonna take dancer on the other side. And right hand will go up to the sky. Left hand will catch your left foot. And when you feel ready, kick into your left foot and pull into your left ankle as you hinge at your hips, breathing here. Feeling strong through that right leg. Finding one non-moving point of the room will help you maintain your balance. Exhale, release, come back to center, shake it out. And we'll just take a few tree postures here to round out our balance series. Coming back to our left foot, getting grounded. And then inhaling, coming to your roots first. Whatever variation of tree feels good in your body, in your practice today. And then taking, let's do full grown branches, reaching and extending all the way up to the ceiling, breathing here. For one more full breath. Release, coming back to standing. And tree on the right side, taking whatever variation feels good to you. Feeling strong in your foundation first, and then growing your branches. And taking a variation different than you did last time. So we could do cactus arms for this tree posture today. Exhale, release. You can come back to a center point of your mat. Inhale your hands up above your head, interlace all 10 fingers. We'll take a few side and back bends. Exhale, take it to the right. Engaging your core, remember not moving your hips, but using your muscles to take that bend. Inhale, coming through center. Exhale, take that bend to the left. No popping hips out. Using your muscles here. Inhale, back through center. One more tilt here. All the way back. Opening up your heart, your chest. Pressing your hips forward in the back bend. And inhale, come forward, swan dive. Halfway lift on your inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, taking your flow, high to low plank. Inhaling to upward facing dog. And exhaling, pushing back downward facing dog. Inhale, coming all the way forward to high plank and lowering down all the way to your belly. Taking a Sphinx pose here, aligning elbows directly under your shoulders, letting your hips get grounded into the mat, and just surrendering to a gentle low back release and a gentle heart opener here. We're gonna come all the way down onto our mat, opening your arms up like a T. Kick up your right leg. Plant your right hand just below your right shoulder. And on your next inhale, we're gonna take a deep shoulder stretch, pressing into that right hand and bringing your right leg over your left. Taking a nice deep shoulder stretch through your left shoulder. And a nice spinal twist. Breathing here. Exhale, gently coming through center, letting your leg fall long, and bringing your right hand out long, letting your right cheek come to touch the mat. And setting up to take that stretch on the other side, kicking your left leg up, planting your left hand under your left shoulder. And on your next inhale, pressing into that left hand, lifting your body and twisting over, feeling that deep stretch through your right shoulder now. Inhale, coming back through center. hands out to a T. Kick your feet up. You can windshield wiper them left to right. And then come to find a little bit of stillness. Pressing your upper body back up. And we're gonna take a frog pose today. I like to roll my mat in just for a little bit of extra padding. Align your knees as wide as feels comfortable, but make sure that your ankles are directly below your knees, making your shins parallel to the short ends of the mat that you folded, if you folded one, or parallel to the long end of your mat if you are coming down onto your mat. Option here is to press forward into your forearms, into the mat, or block. Feeling and surrendering to this deep hip stretch. It can be a little bit uncomfortable. It tends to be an area where we carry tightness, and it's okay if it feels uncomfortable. It should not feel painful. But you can always lean forward, bring your hips forward if it's too uncomfortable. And if you want to intensify this stretch, press back further. And exhale. Gently press up out of your frog posture. Come through a hero's pose. And then come all the way down onto your back. Let your hands come out wide to a T. You can windshield wiper left to right. And then take a reclined stretch here, or a reclined pigeon, bringing your right calf to meet the top of your left thigh. Option to stay exactly like this, or further intensify, grabbing behind your left thigh, squeezing in, breathing here. Exhale, release. Open your legs. You can windshield wiper them left to right again. And set up for that reclined pigeon on the other side. Bringing your left calf on top of your right thigh. Taking whatever variation feels good in your body today. And gently release that reclined pigeon. Take a moment here. Take a few breaths. Bring your heels and your feet past hip width distance and let your knees fall in towards each other to touch. And bring your hands up above your head, reaching. And exhale, take a Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come to touch. Your knees fall out wide. One hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. And just stay here for a few moments. Inhale, bringing your knees back up. And let them fall over to your left side body, taking a half supine twist here, letting your gaze flow over your right shoulder or right fingertips. And gently come through center and take that half supine twist over to the right side. That's our final posture of today's class. And come through center for a final resting posture. Take a shavasana, letting your body feel fully supported by the ground beneath you. When you feel ready, bring some awareness back into your fingers and toes, rolling out your wrists, your ankles, and gently coming up to a seated posture. Bringing your hands to a prayer posture at heart center. Then inhaling your hands up to your third eye center. The light in me honors and adores the light in you. Together we can close class as we bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for joining Power Flow today. Again, my name is Kayla. It's an honor to be able to guide your practice. Please feel free to provide any feedback related to this class. And I would love to see you at any of the other classes that I teach. But if not, we'll see you next week for Power Flow. Take care.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
Go! You guys where do you want to go?
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep working hard. You